So when we start constructing tables, we start constructing the table. Last time what we have done, we have created the table of student. There we had taken roll number, name, age and city here. So this was there, right? So in that table we have not said anything like a primary key or a foreign key, and we have not yet created another table also here. So when there are n number of tables and when they have relationship with other tables, that time we will call it as a entity relationship model here, which is a very easiest part. So we have to begin with that soon. So the concept in this topic are, the first one, it is what high level conceptual data model for database with an example. This timing I'm going to skip. I'm going to start with your this what entity types, entity sets and attributes and keys here. So what are entities, what are entity types and what are relationship attributes also here. So in that table, whatever we have constructed, no, what all things will come apart from the table. So that here construction of the table, then construction of one table to another table, how the relationship is there. So that also we have to learn in this year. Okay. So here the topic, it is what entity. Entity means what? It is a table. Types means what? How many entities are there here. Sets also in the type itself it will come. Attributes means what? We have constructed that roll number, name, age, city here. Okay. And the keys, we have to decide that roll number will be what kind of a key, whether it is a unique key or whether it is like a public key, like this way here. Okay. Then third concept, it is what? Relationship type here. How the relationship is going to get managed from one table to another table here. Basic relationship will be like a one to one to many to many here, or many to one here. Basic examples. Okay. Then after that, relationship sets, again similar to the relationship type, not that difficult. Okay. If you are completely aware of relationship type, we can manage with the relationship set here. Then roles and structural constraints. Now these roles and structural constraints, here we should be very particular about your construction of the tables when you work to your lab session here. So that time you will be getting the errors which is called as a constraint bolte rehte. So we don't know what is this constraint here. So if you're going to change one roll number, it should be effected for your second semester, third semester, fourth and fifth and sixth year. So that time this what roles and structural constraints are going to learn here, which is completely related to the primary key, foreign key here. Okay. Then next topic, it is weak entity types here. This weak entity type, soon I have to begin after your entity types, entity set and attribute definition starts here. Then after that, ER diagrams. Yes. Now let me tell you ER diagrams, which is called as an entity relationship diagram here. We are about to begin with your lab session, right? So that student is, last time we have created the table student here. So for the table, we are going to have a ER diagram. If you go back to your C programming, your first semester, you have drawn this word flow chart, right? So there oval, circle, then rhombus, and after that rectangle for your respective program. Here also for your respective program or the database assignment, we have to construct this what? ER diagram. The way you will say flow chart for your C programming, for your database assignment, you have to say it is what? ER diagram, where you will be having the shapes here like a circle, oval and square. Most of the shapes are this word square, rectangle. I have to say rectangle, oval, then relationship के लिए rhombus आएगा. So these all ER diagram we have to draw here. Very easy. And that's what the reason I have told you that this unit is completely related to your practical session also here. Okay. Then after that, naming conventions and design issues here. Now this naming convention means what? When you're going to construct the database or ER diagram, you people are going to construct, no? So that time what name you have to give for your database, what name you have to give for your keywords, like whether it is primary key or whether it is a foreign key, or how it is getting reference for other tables. These all things we have to work here in the topic naming conventions and design issues, which is very easy. Okay. Okay. So let us start today. What are entity types, entity sets, and attributes and keys? Now you just go back to your respective table creation. We had created the table, right, student, and inside the student we have created the attributes like this what roll number, name, then age and city here. This we have done here. So entity means what? It is a table only. Normal entity, we will say it is a place or person or a thing here. So here in this database management system, what is the entity? An entity may be an object with a physical existence, a particular person, a car, a house, or employee. It may be object or it may be a physical thing like a person, car, employee, or it may be object with a conceptual existence like a company, job, or university courses. ये सिर्फ person के लिए नहीं है. This what conceptual existence also here, like a college, university, company, disaster here. Okay, entity means what? It is a object with an physical existence here. Okay, example you can give the student. Student is the best example for the entity here. Okay, table entity is like a table only. Student is the best example. Then an entity is an object of an entity type. Here they will ask the question, what is entity type? There is a lot of difference between the entity and entity type. Entity means what? It is a table or it is an object, and the entity type means what? It is a object. An entity is an object of entity type. Object जो भी table में एक object है, I say always I take the record of Sai Prakash. So Sai Prakash roll number will become 401, Sai Prakash 20, Belgaum. तो ये पूरा 401 Sai Prakash 20 Belgaum, this is one particular entity type here. Okay, then here in the example you can see E1. So see, this is the complete table. It is what called as a student. It is represented as here entity type. Student is one table here. Inside this we are going to have this what roll number, name. सिर्फ table का नाम जहाँ पे भी आप rectangle में लिखते हो, that is what the entity type here. Now this is the student. You can take any other example like an employee. You can take college. You can take fourth semester. This is what the entity type here. Now entity set means what? Go to the picture for the oval, it is there. See, inside that oval, you people are having as a E1, E2, E3 here. Entity set means what? Now I have said you that in the fourth semester, roll number 401, name Sai Prakash, then age 20 and city it is what? Belgaum it is there. So ye pura 401 Sai Prakash 20 Belgaum. This is one complete entity set here. E1 represents Sai Prakash. E2 represents Maitri. E3 represents Aishwarya. This is what the entity sets here. In the entity type, if you are having a record, that is what called as an entity set here. So they have said E1 is an entity having entity type student, and set of all students is called entity sets here. All the students records will be there in the entity type. It is called as the entity set here. In ER diagram, here itself you will learn ER diagram also here. In ER diagram, entity type is represented as E1, E2, E3 in oval shape here. This what vertical oval shape here. Okay, and entity is going to represent in what? Rectangle. जो भी table का नाम है, that will get representing rectangle here. Entity is equal to table, and entity set it is what? The records. पूरा record. 401 Sai Prakash 20 Belgaum, 402 Maitri 20 Hubli, like this way here. Then what are the attributes now? What are the actually attributes here? Attributes are those are the properties which define the entity type. Entity में जो भी आप properties है, like here the student, inside the student we had the roll number, name, age, city. These all things we had, no. So those are called as attributes. You can tell immediately in the Viva question what are attributes. You have to say very easiest answer. Those are the properties of table. If you don't remember entity and attribute, you can tell that those are the properties of the table here. So what properties here? So immediately they will question you that example you. Student is an entity Student is a table. Inside the student, roll number, name, age, address, or city. This is what we have specifying now. Those are called as attributes here. Entity set is different and attribute is different. Please guys, you don't get the confused between this E1, E2, E3. These are not attributes. Okay, these are entity sets. E1 एक पूरा record है और attributes क्या है? Those are the properties of the table. जो भी table आप construct किया है, column में जो भी आपका table में जो भी this what names are there, column name, those are called as the attributes here. For example, roll number, name, DOB, age, address, mobile number are the attributes which defines entity type student. Go back your private. So this entity type, roll number, name, date of birth, address, mobile phone number, those will define as a attributes of the entity type student here. Okay. If you think about the university, university name, university number, address, that is also what the attributes for the university. In the ER diagram, attribute is represented by an oval. See, here you have to give this what term? Name, roll number. You are supposed to provide here. So attribute is represented by the oval. Entity type is represented by the rectangle. An entity set is not going to mention that much. Okay, so be cool here. Only what attribute and this what entity type is going to be main part of your ER diagram. Okay, so what are the attributes here? Those are the attributes of the table here. Properties of the table. Fine. You have, I hope you have got what is entity and what are the attributes here. Entity is equal to table and what are attributes? Attributes means what? Properties of the table here. Example, you can give entity equal to student, attributes equal to inside the student, roll number, name, age, address here. Sufficient. So then see, one more important question. What is attribute? Explain different types of attributes here. What is attributes and explain different types of attributes here. So make a note of that. Question will be asked for 10 marks or 5 marks here, which is very, very important here. Have a look here. There are n number of attributes, not n number of attributes, but few attributes are there. Those are key attributes, composite, derived, multi-valued. So these are the important attributes are there. Have a look here first. Read it. First slide you should read. Key attribute. Okay. First attribute, which is very, very, very important in your every database management practical session, all the time, attribute, key attribute, not mentioned, key attribute, not defined, key attribute is not matching, key constraint is not valid. So this kind of errors will come here. So you should be aware what is now key attribute here. So in your entity student, last time we had constructed for the entity table student. In that, what are the attributes here? Those are roll number, name, age, city here. Okay. तो अभी कुछ तो यूनिक चाहिए ना. साई प्रकाश का roll number, it is what? 401. So this 401 roll number, I don't know whose roll number is 401. I'm just giving the example. So whatever the roll number it is there, 401, this should not be given to Maitri nor Aishwarya. It is what similar, unique it is there here. It should not be repeated, right? So it whenever we enter again 401, already it is there here. So that kind of a error is to be given by us. We are supposed to inform that नाही 4 number 401 झालेला आहे कुणाला देऊ शकत नाही. So we should make that kind of a key. We should tell that it is a primary key. So let us see here the attribute which uniquely identifies each entity in the entity set is called key attribute. Once again, I'll read. It is a uniquely identifies each entity in the entity set. Identifies means what? Unique. Sai Prakash can be is not only Sai Prakash one, n number of Sai Prakash will be there, n number of Aishwaryas are there here. Single, this what Maitri is alone here. So Maitri, we can say Maitri, call Maitri, only one Maitri will. If I call Aishwarya, all Aishwaryas will come here. So we are supposed to give them a roll number, no? So that is what the unique identifies entity in the set. It is called as a key here. Aishwarya 1, Aishwarya 2, we can call it is by that here. So for them, we have to give the roll number, and that roll number will become as a unique. You see your university numbers also, no? Uh, During my time, my BCA time, Shruti Kulkarni was 3, which all they had a different college also. Your super seniors. This what senior super seniors also we had 3 Pranali Patil name, but so we were used to identify them by the roll numbers. Okay, so for example, the roll number will be unique for each student. Roll number cannot be same for everyone here. So that is what the roll number will be unique for each student here. Then in ER diagram, why I'm telling ER diagram, because ER diagram is also very important for your examination, and in your lab session they will ask you to draw the ER diagram also here. Okay, at least theory to 5 marks aayega hi. They will ask you to draw the ER diagram for the company database. After seeing the company database, I don't know what reaction will be from your side, but okay, thoda easy, itna bhi tension nahi lene ka zarurat. So you should be aware this all the ER diagram representation. So when your key attribute is about to represent, what kind of you can mention that the key attribute is represented by oval. Attribute to oval में आएगा. But to make that it is a key attribute, just you have to give this what a roll number should be underlined here. Okay, roll, if it is a underline, we will come to know that this is the key attribute. Matlab it is a primary key. Now you have to say it is a primary key. Getting primary key is itself, it is called as a key attribute. Then what are the advantages of this here? This I have not mentioned in the slide, but I'll tell you that what will be the purpose of key attribute. They will ask like this question, so you have to answer them. The purpose of the key attribute will be like you cannot repeat the value. 401 cannot be given to any other person, as it is being booked by Sai Prakash. This is what the purpose here. It cannot be repeated. So when you are constructing the table, and if you have given the roll number as a 401, assume, okay, you have entered for the first time 401, and the roll number you people are saying it as a key attribute, primary key. जब आप define करते हो ना roll number या roll number integer followed by primary key, you should write it. Soon I will start for that also. Okay, don't worry, keep calm. So that time it is a primary key, और हमने record भी enter किया. So we have entered the record also. We said 401. Okay, the second record I will start inserting here, and I will insert 401 here. Immediately you should tell me that you cannot enter the value same 401 as it is a key constraint. Otherwise it is a primary key. Primary key means what? The values cannot be repeated here. Sai Prakash can be repeated same name, but unique key whichever you have defined as a roll number, that cannot be repeated here. So please be aware what is the key attribute. Right now in the previous class I have created the table, this what roll number, student roll number, but I have not mentioned it as a key attribute. मैंने ऐसे कुछ primary key नहीं डाला है, right? I have not given it as a primary key. Then I can go on inserting 401 n number of times I want. It will not give me any errors. Why? Because I have not mentioned it as a key attribute. But when I say primary key and purposely I enter the 401, immediately it will make me alert that 401 it is already available. Okay, then this 401 it should be matched for your fifth semester also. Next year you go, no, your university number should be matched for your next semester also here. Fine. So this is the key attribute. Then second type of attribute, it is what called as a composite attribute here. You normally will say no composition, you will say here like derivations will be there here, extra explanation will be there, like classification here. So now let me read first of all. An attribute composed of many other attribute. Attribute है और attribute के लिए classifications करना पड़ेगा. where you are going to classify for that attribute here. So that time it is called as a composite attributes here. You can have a definition proper here. An attribute composed of many other attribute, it is called as a composite attribute. For example, address attribute of a student entity type means student is a table, address is an attribute here. Okay. uh, Consists of city, street, city, state, and country here. That address still has a classification here. Address be attribute है, or for that attribute itself, again we are going to get constructed extra attribute here. Then in the ER diagram, composite attribute is represented by oval, compromising of oval shapes here. You can have a look here, guys. So this is address here. This is address attribute is a attribute of what? Student. Student table में है. तो फिर से क्या हो रहा है? This address attribute is getting constructed more. और थोड़ा classification से. So that time when you classify this, you are going to classify with the oval shape only, providing extra things which is called as the street, then city, state, and country here. Okay, this is what called as a composite attribute. Please learn carefully, as in the Viva they will ask you the question, what is the key attribute, how you are going to represent, how you will understand that whether it is a composite or whether it is a key. Key मतलब जो भी underline आएगा attribute के लिए, that is a key attribute. And composite means what? When you're going to have the classification of more attributes here. Okay. And then the second attribute is called as a composite. Third attribute, it is called as a multi-valued attribute here. Now let me give you the example. When you take admission in our college, when you had okay, now when you had taken the admission, then that time in the admission form, we had the option C, phone number, your phone number and parents phone number, right? Otherwise normal, not in the admission forms, uh, Aadhaar card or any other things, email IDs. When we fill any of the forms here, alternate email ID, alternate phone number, alternate address, like this we will give no normal address 1, address 2 here. Those are itself called as a multi-valued. Now attribute you are supposed to construct. So here, this now your basic example, also your class example. We can remember you, I will not remember, we can identify you with your semester wise roll number and university numbers here, right? Student ID, you are this what normal, what I say, hall ticket. Just you see your hall ticket, there you are going to have university number and student ID is also available. So that is also one kind of a multi-valued attribute here. So let us have in that slide here, attribute consisting more than one value for a given entity. Example, phone number can be more than one for a given student here. Your phone number, parents phone number here. Your best example, you can take your guys like your hall ticket, university number, and this what student ID. Getting, if you don't know your university number, you can try to track your this what student ID also. Fine. So in this CR diagram, multi-valued attribute is represented as double value. Okay. So when it is a double value, you should say that it is a multi-valued attribute here. When you are going to have a single oval, that is a normal attribute here. And when you are going to have a single oval and inside that attribute is getting underlined, that is what called as a key attribute or primary key. And when you're going to have a attribute classification more, so that we are supposed to say it is a composed attribute here. Okay, so 3 attributes are done: key, composed, and multi-valued here. Next type of attribute is what? Derived attribute here. Derived means what? Derivation. I think you have done in your Java. You have done, no? Base class, super class, derived class. I'm not sure. No response. Base class, derived class is there, no? So here, kind
Yes,
of,
ma'am.
exactly. The same it is there here. Derived means or you are supposed to create. Anyhow, it is not, but you are supposed to analyze it. Attribute which can be derived from other attributes of entity type is known as derived attribute. which you are going to derive from other attributes here. The way you will say derivation from other classes is called as a derived classes here. You are inheriting the properties of the base class, right? You are inheriting the properties of parent class. Like this way, in your this also DBMS also, when you are going to inherit the attribute of other attribute here, so that is what called as a derived attribute here. So example, age can be derived from DOB. Okay, if you don't provide the age, if you give the date of birth, now example, let me give the example 19th August 2019 here. If I say this 19th August 2019, based on that I can create the age, I can analyze the age here. So for this 2021, 2020 it was 1, 2021 it is going to be 2 years. Like this way you are supposed to derive this what attribute here by date of birth. Again, one more example, I can say when you join a company after your 6th semester, assume that you have joined the company on 10th of June 2000. Now it is 21, no, 22, you will pass out in 23, I guess, right? I'm not sure. Let us keep aside. So 2023, assume that you have started working from 10th June to 2023, and we are in the year 2025. Today's date also you have to calculate. So based on that, we have to derive the number of years. Fine. So I have started working from 20 June 2017. Today it is what? Assume 20 June 2021. So 4 years will complete. Like this way, derivation should be there. And it is being represented as a dashed oval here. When the dashed oval will come, you have to say that it is a derived attribute here. Okay. So 4 attributes are done. Key attribute, composite attribute. Then this is what derived attribute, and the last one it is what? Multi-valued attribute here. So this is a complete, just a wait, okay, this is a complete entity set here. Pura ER diagram, basic ER diagram. See, so this is the student entity, this is the table. Inside the student or inside the entity student, we are going to have the columns, or I can say it as a attributes here: roll number, name, date of birth, then it is what phone number and age here. Okay, so this is the roll number which is not being underlined. So when you are underline this roll number, this is what called as a key attribute here. And when it is a double oval, this is your multi-valued attribute here. And here one more attribute is there, this is the address attribute, which is getting classified again in n number of attributes, that is a country, state, city, street. So this is the entire complete entity set here. Okay. So I think you have next class, no? You are 11 o'clock it is there. So let me wind up because I don't want to take more. Next class is there at 11. Start giving the attendance. Request you to give the attendance, please. Yes, as you are going to have next class, that's what the reason I have wind up. So the next class I will begin with your weak entity and strong entity. And I'll inform Maitri if I'm going to take today lab session also. Okay, I'll inform her, I'll text her. Request you to give the attendance, and if